I think it's time to move on, Klay Thompson, man. I gotta be real, bro. I think it's time we pack it up and bounce, man. Klay, you trying to hold on to your old self, bro? That just might not be you no more, gang. You might just need to, get a fresh start somewhere else where you can build back up your confidence, bro. Is it time to get rid of Klay Thompson, bro? I don't know. I think it is. That nigga been out there breaking up a storm. No cap. I think he trying to hold on to that old Klay. Klay, I don't think you got it no more, bro. I'm gonna be real.
Diagnosis.
Kendrick Perkins say it's time to move on from Klay Thompson. Look at him. Big body ass, wide body scat built ass. Look at this. Look how big this nigga jacket is, bro. Thick ass turtleneck and shit. Man. Look at him. He can't even button that bitch up. Let me listen to what Perk got to say.
Why is he struggling?
Well, there's several things. I think Zach made a great point. First of all, the degree of difficulty on the shots Klay's taking is off the charts. So when you're struggling and on top of it, you're not getting clean looks, it's exacerbated. But there's also something I think mechanically that I'm seeing with Klay. He's just not finishing his shots the way he normally does. When you see him
no space
and start backpedaling 4 steps before the ball gets to the rim, that's a guy that's not shooting the ball in. He's wishing it in. Here again, he's almost
he just throwing shit up. What the hell?
By the time that basketball gets to the rim on a very difficult shot. Again here,
Klay, you got no confidence, bro.
When you see Klay Thompson rolling, he's hitting the ground, he's staying in one place, he's staying with his follow-through. This isn't what Klay Thompson is doing right now because he's pressing so badly between his ears. Look, nobody in this league beats themselves up more when they're not shooting well than Klay Thompson, right? He squeezes that ball so tight because he has so much pride in what he's doing. But when you combine degree of difficulty on shots, maybe some things mechanically not feeling well, and you don't have Steph and Klay on there to take some of the pressure off so you get better looks, add it all up, and you get a night like last night, which might be the worst offensive game Klay Thompson's ever had. Forget the NBA. I don't think Klay Thompson's ever played the way he did last night offensively, probably his entire life.
Yeah, that look that he had on the bench after the game, as the game was concluding, I said dejected, just absolutely down. You're totally right, Tim. He is the guy that carries this weight on his shoulders when he can't get it going. And Steph, he was carrying such an offensive load, right, for this team. He was playing great before he got hurt. He looked great doing it. But do you think, Perk, how drastic are things going to need to get for the Golden State Warriors here if Klay can't get it going, if Andrew Wiggins can't get it going?
Well,
okay, now before his big body ass get to say, before he get to say what he gonna say, bro, I think it's time to move on, Klay Thompson, man. I gotta be real, bro. I think it's time we pack it up and bounce, man. Klay, you trying to hold on to your old self, bro? That just might not be you no more, gang. You might just need to, get a fresh start somewhere else where you can build back up your confidence, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Warriors, y'all got to get rid of him, bro. Y'all got to move on. Steph drowning out there. He crying for help.
That's a problem. I'm looking at what he's averaging right now, 13 points per game. Do we realize that Klay hasn't averaged under 15 since his rookie season? And when I when I watched the game last night, I'm looking at the speed and the athleticism of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I'm watching them guard Klay. And Klay is struggling to get separation to get his shot off. Now, everything else that's going on within the organization, right? Think about it. Klay and the contract extension and them not being able to agree on terms or whatever the case may be, it's actually time for Golden State to move on from Klay Thompson.
Ooh.
I think this marriage has ran its course.
I agree, bro. I agree. I ain't gonna lie. Klay, you averaging 13 points a game right now, bro. You just not the same guy, bro. We need help. Curry, he needs help. He's out there drowning. He is drowning, bro. God damn, bro. Nobody even a lot of times these niggas ain't touching double digits. Curry got dropping 30, losing. Chris Paul, he out there stinking it up.
And I think
I'm stop pausing the video,
a fresh start with a new organization. Is he a number 1 on the contender team? No. Is he a number 2 on the contender team? No. But he is a number 3, a third option, and I think he needs a fresh start.
You're shaking your head, Wilbon.
Well, even if we just confine this part of the conversation to him being in Golden State, the 2 best playmakers on that team were not there. And I know this problem is beyond just last night. But you don't have Steph and you don't have Draymond, and you're not going to have him for a few more games. And Wiggins is not the player we saw in May and June.
Yeah, what's up with Wiggins, bro?
When he was,
I don't know.
You can say the second best all-around player that Golden State had on a championship run, right?
On that Finals MVP ballot.
Yeah, he was out there hooping last year, or on that title run.
There. Now you're asking Klay, to Perk's point, to sort of be, I don't know, 2017.
They just tough though. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's not gonna happen.
I know this is a touchy situation for you, being from the Bay Area. But
it's not even about that, Perk. No, I think it's about the fact that we have heard Bob Myers. We have heard
Bob Myers players, is not there no more.
We have heard executives say that. Who are you trading him for?
No, but I mean, I can't. That's Bobby Mark's job when it comes to ESPN. I don't have the trade machine. But when I'm looking at this situation, it's okay. We never thought that we would see Kevin Garnett not in the Minnesota Timberwolves jersey, but we did. We never, who thought in 1,000 years that Shaq would move on from L.A. and move on from Kobe Bryant? It happens. So D-Wade left Miami, didn't he? We never thought we would see that happen. It happens.
It does happen, bro. He right.
We're not talking about Steph Curry here. We're talking about Klay Thompson. And it's okay if they do move on from him. It's okay if Klay move on from Golden State. He still is going to have a statue there.
He still got rings,
it's okay. People move on all the time.
Still got rings.
Two things on Klay.
You know you're going to do that shit anyway.
An eruption is coming. He's going to have a game where he hits 8 threes, 9 threes. It's coming. Number two, we should at least acknowledge he suffered a torn ACL and a torn Achilles in back-to-back years. He's not the same player. We shouldn't expect him to be the same player.
Facts.
This whole discussion, though, if we're going to sit here and say trade Klay Thompson, you do got to tell me where and for what. He's a $43 million expiring contract who, Perk, you just said
you got to get it right, bro.
Well.
God
so
damn.
What am I giving up and what am I getting back for Klay Thompson? It's much harder to actually do it. Forgetting the sentiment, forgetting the history, forgetting the statue, just mechanically doing it is difficult.
Okay. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I could throw 3 teams.
Hit me.
The 76ers.
For what?
When you look at Tobias Harris, he have an inspiring contract.
Right.
They got some picks that they picked up with James Harden. I mean, it's not. Hold on, listen, relax. Hold on. It's not the sexiest.
Yeah, watch out, nigga. Okay, let me talk.
You look at the New York Knicks, right? You look at R.J. Barrett. Would you consider doing that? Would you? Listen. Here's the thing.
He just talking now.
Would you consider doing that?
No.
What the Miami Heat may have to offer? We don't know.
Not bad.
The Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, Bam, and a Klay Thompson. I mean, with an air exposure, again, when you watching a guy like Klay Thompson,
that could be
one
tough.
of the best shooters to ever touch the damn basketball,
Hall of Fame.
That is in a slump like he's in. It's more than just shooting a basketball.
It's mental, bro.
He's mentally not there.
Facts.
And you can't blame him for the simple fact. Hold on, listen.
I got you.
Facts.
When it was time for Jordan Poole to get his extension, he got it with Golden State. When it was time for Andrew Wiggins to get his extension, he got it with Golden State. When it was time for them to re-sign Draymond Green, we couldn't get 3 days past the free agency market, and Draymond was penciled in. Mm-hmm. How do you feel? How do you think Klay Thompson is feeling right now?
I'm not disagreeing with any.
They don't believe in him, bro.
I'm saying just this.
They don't believe in Klay, man.
Tell me how bad Klay Thompson is playing. Right?
You see it. We all are saying.
We all see it.
Okay.
We all see it. So if I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, you're telling me, for a guy that you're telling me is playing bad, I got to trade you a guy who's playing good and a draft pick?
Exactly.
Or if I'm the New York Knicks, I got to trade you a young
guy
who's
who's got no value.
3 points a game and something else? Why? It doesn't make sense.
Hold on. Let me make this make sense then. Last year, Russell Westbrook situation. Was his career on the line when he was with the Lakers? Right? Did he look troubled? When he got to the Clippers, how did he look?
Reinvigorated.
He looked better.
In a new system with a new coach in a new beginning. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Body language, the head down, everything means something in the game of basketball.
He got a point, bro. If you hoop, you know, bro.
No question.
If you hoop, you know.
If I'm these teams, you're trying to sell me on deals that don't make sense for me. Now, there are some deals that make sense, and I'll tell you where it really gets interesting. If you're really desperate, if you're the Warriors, you really get desperate, and you're willing to attach something to Klay Thompson, a pick, a young player, then you get yourself into some interesting conversations. But they are so far from that, and this dude is a legend.
And the league isn't going to be making these sort of deals.
It's
I do
tough,
want to get your
bro.
thoughts on this, Tim Legler, for at least another month, right? Until mid-December. That's when more of the league is going to be available for talks. And I just cannot see a world in which Steph Curry says, yeah, you know what, my Splash Brother are not playing well enough. Fine.
That's a good point.
What do you think, Tim?
No, I think.
Ooh,
Listen,
she got a good point though, bro. Cause like, I know Steph want to win. They both want to win, bro. But it's like, it's Steph, cause it really is up to Steph. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if Steph say, bro, don't trade him, no matter how bad he playing, they not gonna trade him, bro. You feel me? They not gonna do that. But if Steph say, all right, he can go, like, then they gonna trade him. So it's really all up to Steph, bro. At the end of the day,
Perk's right about the way he looks. I mean, this isn't just a slump. This is an incredibly dramatic drop-off from even last year when Klay Thompson averaged 21 points a game. But here's the thing. You got to remember last year, and I know he did not finish well, particularly at the end. He really struggled in that Lakers series, right? To see now a sustained run. Once Steph gets back, Draymond clears the suspension. Let's see a sustained run take us up through, Christmas and beyond. And you'll have a much better idea. Is Klay Thompson going to be able to get back to that level that makes them a viable threat?
Tim, that's what I'm worried about.
We don't know, bro.
Run. It's the first time. Like last year, I thought he was going to have it. He did for a long time.
He led the league in threes.
But he did. But now we're looking at something. I feel like there's an emotional component that Perk is suggesting. There's more here than just a slump. This is not just a slump.
Facts,
and
ball nigga.
You've got all these other factors. What is the emotional component when you know you're going to have a statue and you may have to move because they may say, wait a minute, at the end of this, as it comes to we can't afford to guarantee this kind of money. That's what happened with James Harden. That's why he called Daryl Morey a liar, because at some point Daryl Morey's not going to have that approved by his owner to say we're going to give this much money to a diminished product.
And they don't want to. They don't want to fuck with him, bro. I can see that, bro. He just got through talking his ass off. But yeah, bro. Klay, you gotta go, bro. You got to go. I ain't gonna lie.